Not surprisingly, there was no Yuvraj Singh for India. VVS Laxman was preferred. They were also without Srisanth and RP Singh, who were both injured. Harbhajan Singh was back in the team for the first time in almost 2 years. And Sachin Tendulkar was just 25 runs short of becoming the second highest run scorer in Test matches. As for Pakistan, no Umar Gul. He had a back problem, so Sohail Tanvir made his debut. Just the one frontline spinner in Danish Canaria, though Shoaib Malik was another option. And so to the action, we joined play early in the first session.
That can be close. It's not out, but it certainly was close. Maybe just giving the impression of drifting down leg side. That's what happens with Zahir Khan. He's attempting the outswing, but it doesn't happen for him always.
This will be interesting. Umpire Billy Doctorow said that it was missing. Yes, doing too much. I rate him very highly, umpire Billy Doctorow, as far as LBW decisions are concerned. That was moving a long way and has still got about 5 to 6 feet to travel. And in that distance, for mine, it was going to miss leg stump.
That's a good shot. That's been creamed through the covers. It's going to go. Yes. So that should give him a lot of confidence, Yasir Hamid. He hasn't played in the one-days and he needed that one, although he was a bit away from his body, but he got his back to it.
It's a very good shot. Keep it simple. You play straight when the ball is straight, and as it goes wider, you hit it squarer, and that's exactly what he did. Went with the angle.
He's bowled him. That has kept a trifle low, but Salman Butt was shaping for the cut. Was shaping for the ball to move away, and that darted in. That's his strength, Zahir Khan, but he's got the breakthrough for India. Pakistan are 1 down.
That is beautifully bowled. It shaped away and came back off the seam. Not a very good shot, mind you. It wasn't wide enough to look for the cut either. And in the opening overs, you have to see this new ball off. Keep out the good balls. He's gone for 1, and it's 13 for 1.
Easily put away. This is asking for trouble halfway down the pitch for somebody as classy as Yunus Khan. Brings up his first boundary.
That bat made a sweet sound the moment it hit the middle of Yunus Khan's bat. Went across and really gave it his full over mid-wicket.
That'll be a boundary. Not convincing, but the batsman will take it. Yasir Hamid. That's his 3rd boundary of the innings. Catch is the call, and he's been taken. Munaf Patel is the man who takes the catch, and Zahir Khan is bowled splendidly well to pick up a very important wicket. Yunus Khan, who averages over 100 against India in Test matches, is gone.
Well, terrific ball from Zahir Khan. Clearly surprised Yunus Khan with that short pitch delivery. It was a high bouncer, and as a result, Yunus Khan couldn't control it. He was walking away from the scene the moment he hit the ball in the air. Neatly taken by Munaf Patel. Gone for 7, Pakistan 35 for 2.
Nice shot. It was really an out-and-out half volley. Zahir Khan, I think, got too full on that occasion and punished by Mohammad Yusuf.
It was good thinking from Zahir Khan. What he was looking out there when he pitched the ball up to the batsman, he was looking for some swing in the air and also deviation of the scene.
Lovely timing. Yasir Hamid is favouring that leg side, but the battle will ensue between these two. 50 comes up for Pakistan.
Well, he's prepared to take some chances against Kumble, Yasir Hamid. Just clipping the ball from middle stump. It has paid off this time, but he has to be careful. Oh, bowled him through the gate. He's off the mark. Loose shot from Yasir Hamid. But it was a good ball from Anil Kumble. A little bit of extra loop, wrong one, doing the job.
Big wicket. But this was really on the cards the way the Indians have been bowling. Playing for the leg break, gap in between bat and pad, and paid the penalty. So big one for Anil Kumble. First wicket as captain. Yasir Hamid gone for 29. It's now 59 for 3.
Beautifully played, over pitching, and Mohammad Yusuf will not miss those. A cracking drive through the offside.
Well, last over before lunch or not, something like this comes around, he's not going to let it go. There's a huge gap in the covers as well. In fact, Harbhajan has probably wanted this shot to be played, but just over pitching and also too far outside the off stump.
Another appeal. Simon Toffel has given it. Saurav Ganguly had plenty of appeals for a leg before, but this time he's got it spot on, and he's picked up a very, very important wicket. Mohammad Yusuf.
Excellent captaincy from Anil Kumble. With heavy conditions, he opted for Saurav Ganguly, and he has responded. And he has responded in a big way, picking up Mohammad Yusuf. That's a prize wicket. He's been the backbone. And it has been broken by Saurav Ganguly. India on top. India on move. Mohammad Yusuf getting out for 27, and that's cheaply. 76 for 4.
Runs off the outside edge. Nobody in the deep. Will be a boundary.
It wasn't intentional. I was looking to play that ball towards point. And ball sliding off the face. It's taken. Rewards for some consistent bowling. And Pakistan is in trouble on day one of the first test match here at Delhi.
What a delivery from Munaf Patel. Good decent pace at 137. But look at marginally short of a length, forcing the batsman onto the back foot. Just a little bit of deviation away from the bat. And Mahendra Singh Dhoni does extremely well. First wicket in this innings for Munaf Patel. And isn't he a bundle of joy? Pakistan 83 for 5.
Nicely struck. What a shot from Kamran Akmal. In position early and whipping the ball away for a 4.
Oh, lovely touch. This is what you're talking about, Ramesh. Look at that. Glorious touch. Balanced, you see?
There's that inside-out drive through the offside. VVS Lakshman is going to struggle to get that one into the playing surface. Kamran Akmal is off to an impressive start in this innings. 25 now.
Yes, he sat and looked for a little while. Now he's decided to play some shots. That's lovely ball rotation, but it was just a little over-pitched from Harbhajan.
Nicely driven, he's found the gap. Kamran Akmal is playing a lovely innings here. Ganguly looking just a little bit tired after that marathon spell.
Nice shot this. Wasn't such a bad delivery, but beautifully balanced. Waited for the ball to turn and followed it and punched it for 4.
Bowled him. Quicker one from Anil Kumble. Yes, bullseye. He hits the stumps. Kamran Akmal is out of here.
Well, we're just giving him the rap as to how good he was looking. The commentators curse. We've done it again. It's amazing, isn't it? But very, very smart bowling from Anil Kumble. Just a bit sharper and a little bit of Google on that. He kept a little low. Rolled it out of the back of his hand. Brilliant bowling. Skipper. Kamran Akmal's gone. For 30, it's 122 for 6.
There he goes over the top. Has he got enough to clear the boundary? Yes, for 6. 130 for 6. It was the googly, and it's put away in good style from Sohail Tanvir to get off the mark in Test match cricket. That's a much better line, and he's got the wicket. He's got the wicket, straying down leg far too often in the previous over. Here, Harbhajan Singh was spot on.
It looked to be very good bowling now. The first thing that Billy Doctorow has to bear in mind is, has it pitched on? Has it pitched in line with the stumps? And then thereafter, what's the line? Is it going on to hit the stumps? Let's look at the first objective. Oh, it's marginal. It is relatively marginal. It would have gone on to hit the stumps, but it was a tight call as to whether it pitched on. Billy Doctorow certainly thinks it has, and he sent Tanvir on his way for 4. 137 for 7.
He's bowled him, stay straighter, and he's got his man. That's what Anil Kumble is all about. Bow full, bow straight, you miss, and I hit.
Well, I wonder about the thinking there from Shoaib Akhtar, as I stressed before, with Misbah at the other end. The nature of the shot is agricultural. I can't agree with that attempt. I look at the scoreboard, 142 for 8 it is now. And runs have been hard to come by, but I don't think that was the right way to go. What he has to do is go back to the pavilion for 2. 142 for 8.
Oh, he's got that fine. This is going to be a chase and a futile one. 4 more.
Runs, and valuable runs, they all count. And it goes for 4 byes. Now the increment here for Pakistan, if they can get up to 175 and take it further, anything above 200 is a long way off, would be of great benefit.
In the wrong line, the ball's turning just a little bit. You've got to stay outside the off stump. It should have been taken by Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
Unless he plays one of those little sweeps. Now, is this his 50? It is his first 50 at Test match level. It's been a long time since his debut Test match, 2001. Only 8 matches played, but I think he'll appreciate this a whole lot.
Had to work very, very hard. Came into bat at a difficult time. 4 fours and a 6 strike rate, very much on the lower side. But maybe just the right time for him to open up. Good improvisation, field coming in. Nobody behind square on the offside. Down the track, aggressive instinct. Paying off well for Mohammad Sami. Took everybody by surprise, and what a shot.
Ganguly is clearly stunned, and I think Sami is also pleasantly surprised, because he wanted to hit a big one. It really turned out to be a very big hit. Terrific hit. Hit it straight. And this is where he was so special, Mohammad Sami. Nicely driven. It's gone through. Miron was very lazy in getting around to that one. 207 for it.
That's a good shot. That's the first boundary of the innings. Again, far too short. Deserved the punishment it got. Munaf Patel hasn't really learned from yesterday. You can't bowl short on a slow wicket.
Yeah, it's way too short, too wide. Beautifully played, mind you.
This time he'll pick up the single. Dinesh Karthik is fairly deep, and the batsman was in the air. He was in the air. He was jumping to protect himself from the throw. Misbah-ul-Haq. Well, it could be curtains. Simon Toffel has referred it to the third umpire. Anil Kumble is convinced. We'll have to wait and see.
He knows that he's in trouble. He's obviously hurt by this rather amateurish act in the end. Karthik, the ever bubbling Karthik with a throw, and he was jumping in the air and he's gone. Unfortunate way to go. He didn't ground his bat and he was jumping in the air, and he'll have to jump out of the crease and go to the pavilion now.
The Indians will jump for joy. And he should have made his ground. Most batsmen would have got in the way of the ball. A straightforward decision for the third umpire.
Clearly in the air, bat not grounded, feet not grounded. He'll have to fly out of the crease now. Out will be the call from the third umpire. It's a straightforward decision, and India have earned themselves a huge bonus here. Out. Crowds react vigorously. They've picked up an important wicket. His hard work comes to an end. 229 for 9. Dinesh Karthik doing fantastically well at point. Direct hit, and Misbah-ul-Haq is run out.
He was fairly deep. A bit of hesitation going for the single, but quick release of the ball. But the problem was Misbah-ul-Haq jumped to avoid the ball, and even the senior pros excited. Good innings of 82 comes to an end. Pakistan 229 for 9. Oh! That's a much better line, and he's gone through the defenses of Danish Kaneria. And the Indian captain finishes off the innings in grand fashion, and he's picked up 4 wickets in this innings.
Well, in the circumstances, a fine innings from Misbah. Just a shame about the way it ended. Very useful partnership between him and Mohammad Sami, taking Pakistan up to 231. The skipper was the pick of the bowlers, Anil Kumble, 4 for 38, 2 for Zaire, and 1 apiece for Munaf Patel, Sourav Ganguly and Harbhajan.
Nice shot. It's a good solid feel of ball onto bat, and it must give the opener such a good feeling and sense of well-being when he can get off the mark in such a fashion.
That's where the Indian batsmen, they are so strong off their pads. Ideal delivery for an opener to get off the mark.
Will run away for 4. It's controlled, it went all along the ground. And Dinesh Karthik is off the mark with a boundary.
has to bowl wicket to wicket. That's the requirement.
Is that gone? Yes, Dinesh Karthik walks. It's a great line, a little bit of a way movement. Shoaib Akhtar suddenly, with a change of boots, finds the right length. It's worked for him. And Shoaib Malik will be pleased, so too Cameron Akmal.
Most successful batsman in 2007 for India has been removed with that good delivery. And nicely held by Kamran Akmal. That's what Pakistan needed. Early breakthrough. Now India 15 for 1. That's nicely played by Rahul Dravid. He's such a good player. Canaria after it, he had no hope. Lovely cover drive through the offside. Classic Rahul Dravid when he's in such form.
Well, he's a little predictable at the moment. The ball is going away from the right-handers, but Rahul Dravid has just walked in. Mind you, this was just his 4th delivery. When it's there to be hit, you hit it.
Nicely punched. Another boundary. Imperious driving from Rahul Dravid. One through the offside, the other one off his pads.
Well, that's majestic. 2 wonderful drives, one on the offside, one on the on. Both absolutely on the button. Along the ground, great timing, great position. Wonderful balance by Rahul Dravid on both occasions. Just on the leg stump. He's in good form now. He's got a lot of runs in the domestic circuit, so he's just carrying on from where he's left off. But now he's coming from round the wicket. Change the angle a bit.
Wrong line, being punished again. It's given Rahul Dravid a soft start here. And he's motoring along now. Dravid on 13 from 7.
Goodness me, that is exceptional batting. Now they've got a short mid-wicket for that ball that you failed to keep down, but Rahul Dravid is undeterred.
Beautifully played by Jaffer. Once again, wrong line, targeting the pads. Not a good idea in Test match cricket. Beautifully driven. Another Rahul Dravid special.
It's gone wide on second slip. As we've seen in this match, plenty of runs coming through third man.
50 comes up for India. And it has come at brisk pace. Not a convincing stroke.
Jaffer's too good. Going to bowl to him in the middle of the night there, and he'll still put you away for a boundary. Boundary brings up the 50 partnership.
This is the second time Wasim Jaffer has hit a boundary in that particular direction against Shoaib Akhtar. He's very strong off his pads, Wasim Jaffer.
But you really have to feel for Shoaib Malik. I think he's got to get a third man instituted sooner rather than later. A lot of runs in the previous innings, the Pakistan innings came in that area, Harun. So he's got to look after it at some point. How close is that? He's given him. Shoaib Akhtar struck again. Jaffer, who was looking so wonderful and playing the ball so well off his legs, perishes.
I think he was gone the moment it struck him. Again trying to work it onto the onside. The angle struck in line. It is going to go and hit middle leg. Just beaten by pace, and the angle working for Shoaib Akhtar. An important breakthrough for Pakistan. 32 for Jaffer. It's 71 for 2 India. Shoaib Akhtar has got to target the stumps. Now, there's a bit of a... Oh, that was close. They've asked for it. Goodness me, where was Sachin going? I think he's probably slipped on the turn as well. But a direct hit would have been curtains, but I think he's probably close, but home.
Well, Mohammad Yusuf was slow to take over from mid-on, and Sachin thought there was an opportunity for 2, and he did slip. Direct hit would have meant curtains for sure, and it might still be too late. Gone. That is so unfortunate and so unnecessary, really. Sachin Tendulkar is definitely gone. You'll hear a silence. If there's such a thing, there won't be a noise.
Sachin Tendulkar gone. I was talking about a foot in the door. They've prized it open. It's wide open now. 3 down. Take a look at that reaction. But how unnecessary was that? So wicket number 3. Take another look. There was a hint of a chance of a second. Turns around, slips on the turn, but that shouldn't have mattered. Where was he going after that? And he couldn't quite get back. So this is a huge blow for India's prospects. Gone for 1. It is now 73 for 3.
Punches that one gracefully for 4. No need to run for that one. He's a sweet player to watch through the offside. Well, bowled him. Brilliantly done by Sohail Tanvir. He's got the big one. His first wicket in Test match cricket, and what a scalp. Ganguly cleaned up by him. And India lose their 4th wicket.
Beautifully bowled. He's gone for 4. Look at the seam is perfect. Just kept coming back in. He left the gap. Ganguly. Well bowled. He has a go, that man. I like him. It's gone for 8. It's 88 for 4.
Good shot. There's Canaria. And there was a dive. All things change over time. Nothing is immutable. Only perhaps Danish Canaria's leap and fielding effort.
Well, he split the gap, didn't he? The 2 men behind square in the deep, Mohammad Yusuf and Danish Canaria. And it's perfectly placed.
Oh, got him! What a wicket! Rahul Dravid playing down the wrong line, and well, it's Sohail Tanvir who's once again sprung that surprise. This is a huge blow. India now certainly in deep, deep trouble.
We've seen so many players, batsmen hitting across the line. He's tried to work this to the leg side, and it's hit off stump. This Henry is beside himself. And he's picked up 2. 2 of the best. 38, he's gone for his 93 for 5.
That's hit hard. No need to run for that one. When he hits, stays hit. 108 for 5.
Nicely played. What timing that was. Great wrist work. Good shot. Not a good start into this spell for Danish Canaria. It was a short delivery, easy pickings for the batsman.
The wrist work from VVS Laxman has always been one of the highlights of his batting. Comparisons have been made to other Indian batsmen, but Laxman does it better than most. Oh boy, VVS Laxman sends them wild in the stands. We talk about wrist work. Well, it was just a presentation of the full face of the bat on that occasion.
Well, he's sending a signal and a message to all. Yes, Yuvraj Singh has been hitting the ball beautifully in one-day cricket, but to replace me, oh, he has to do something special. What a shot that was.
Dhoni has hammered it. His fourth boundary.
Isn't he playing well? He's become more responsible with his batting, more versatile with his batting over the last 10 months or so.
This time it'll be his half century. And what a way to reach a half century. In total control. Splendid innings from the Indian vice captain Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
Remarkable shot to bring up his 50. Remarkable innings because he came to the crease at 93 for 5. Under pressure were India. He's taken his boundary chances. He's rotated the strike. And this is worthy, it's valuable.
Yeah, got him, beautifully bowled. Drew him down the pitch.
That was beautifully bowled. Flat-hit a ball to inveigle the batsman. He got the right response and the right result. Important wicket for Pakistan, and India 208 for 6.
.50 for VVS Laxman, and it's been a delight to watch him bat today. 6 boundaries, and all of them were a treat to the eyes.
There he goes. That is exceptional. He is so strong in that area, Anil Kumble. He'll go for it.
He's taken classical leg spinner's dismissal. Pitched in the right length, bit of turn, bit of bounce. Anil Kumble had to play at it. And an easy catch taken in the first slip. Breaks the partnership now, Danish Kaneria. And it's an important one just before the new ball is due.
Keeping it simple, Kaneria getting the ball to spin and bounce, an easy take for Yunus Khan. That is the breakthrough that Pakistan were looking for. It's been provided by Kaneria. Kumble's resilience comes to an end. Gone for 24, 262 for 7.
Knocked him over, getting a long way across. Harbhajan Singh. He's gone early, he's gone for 1. Sohail Tanveer, who's been impressive, has picked up his 3rd wicket on Test match debut.
His 3rd wicket, all clean bowled. Well, terrific blow. Harbhajan Singh, where was he going? Expecting the ball to angle across the off stump. And good thinking from Tanveer. Gone for 1, 263 for 8.
He's hit that high and hard and powerfully. That's the way he bats a lot of the time, in an aggressive manner. It's gone all the way. He's a big man.
You needed a lot of heart and skill to play that stroke in this situation. Right tactics from Zaheer Khan. Cleared everything. Good hit.
Very good catch. Shoaib Akhtar takes the catch, moving smartly to his left. And Zaheer Khan will be a little bit disappointed to leave Laxman stranded there again.
We spoke about Zahir Khan being a brave man. Have a look. Danish Canaria, after getting hit for a 6, again flighted the ball, enticed the batsman and got rewarded. Good wicket for Danish Canaria. Zahir Khan out for 9, 276 for 9. Should be close. And he's out. Pakistan has done well to come back into this test match. They have only conceded a lead of 45, and that's nothing. The bowlers, they should be proud. 4th wicket for Danish Canaria. He's been sensational this morning, picking up the important wickets. That's how he picked up his last wicket.
It's worked for him, it's worked for his captain. I'm not sure about the shot from Munaf Patel there. That'll be questioned as well. 276 is where India's innings conclude.
What a degree of frustration for VVS Laxman. Left stranded, 72 not out. The tail not really doing its job. That useful 57 from Dhoni. 276, a lead of 45. 3 wickets for Sohail Tanvir on debut. It was an up and down performance. Couple for Shoaib, and Danish Canaria with 4 for 59 after dealing with the lower order. So the situation at the halfway stage in the match, it was tight, but India with a precious lead nonetheless.
He's away and running. He reached for it. And there was just a moment where Anil Kumble Gully thought it might have gone to him, but it bisected the gap.
Well, it's good to see Salman Butt being positive. There was room on offer. Hit the ball on the up. And he's away.
That's a flashing drive to the offside. Now, both Yasir and Salman Butt have come out there with a lot of purpose and have played stylishly so far.
Well, that was a gift. He is exceedingly good on the offside. Overpitched, room there. There's not a lot of bounce, so you can get away with even playing against or slightly away from your body.
Gone for the pull, and he's made good enough contact to get a boundary.
And this is a kind of a pitch, if as a batsman you look to play on the front foot, you'll create frustration for the bowlers. You make them desperate. And this is the only thing they could do. Try and reduce the length. And as a batsman, you get plenty of time to dispatch the ball into the gap and pick up easy runs. And I think both the batsmen, they have the right idea how to deal the situation.
Sweetly timed. It's a quick outfield. Getting them in boundaries now. It's 6th boundary of the innings.
Nicely played. Got to a good position, Salman Butt, quickly, and punched the ball through extra cover for 4 runs. The lead is only 7 runs now.
On a slow pitch, you cannot give the batsman extra time by bowling it short. Too much width and dispatched in good style. Salman Butt is a pleasure when he drives through the offside. It's 43 for no loss.
That was a beautiful stroke. Salman Butt has been showing a lot of respect to good deliveries, and here was the occasion when the bowler decided to test Salman Butt away from the off stump.
Good timing again. Yuvraj Singh after it, and only Yuvraj Singh could have stopped it. Yasir Hamid will pick up 3.
Pakistan lead by 1 run now. They're having a good start into their second innings. Both the openers, they are responding very well to the situation.
That's a gift. He's hit on the full. Obviously, he'll take some loosening up, but it was put away quite nicely by Salman Butt.
That's what I mean. This angle is... Well, it's only the first delivery.
Beautifully driven through the offside. He's looking good. But Harbhajan should encourage him to play that cover drive to create that gap between bat and pad. I think that is the idea. But nicely struck. Got to the pitch and wonderfully driven.
That's a good shot.
Appeal from Anil Kumble, and given this time, Billy Doctorow had no hesitation. So first wicket has gone down, that of Yasir Hamid.
Well bowled, well bowled. He pushed forward. I'm not sure whether he was given LBW. I thought it was LBW anyway, but does he get bat as well? Yes. Off the bat, great catch. Great catch, VVS Lakshman. Be interesting as to whether he gave it out LBW or caught. It's definitely caught. It's gone for 36. It's 71 for 1. That's beautifully played through mid-wicket, straight into his pads. Should be cut off for 3. Yes.
Very wristy and nicely played, carved away through the leg side. Good effort from Jaffer. Sliding, skidding, and knew exactly where the rope was.
Shot. That's beautifully played. And this time around, he found the gap. Another. 2 of 2.
He's in such a confident mood. He's meeting good deliveries with adequate defensive shots, but as soon as he gets something that he feels is offline or slightly off the required length, he's in perfect position to execute.
Should be 4. Helping the ball on its way, Yunus Khan on that occasion. Picked up his second boundary. Beg your pardon, it was his first.
Lovely drive, lovely drive. Salman Butt is at his best today. Batted well, as I said, during the one-day series, and would have been disappointed in the first innings, but he's back to his best again.
Classic cover drive from a left-hander. Well, these are the areas where the left-hand batsmen, they enjoy the most.
That was too straight, and that was well played. Timing is good, and this outfield, I think, is quickened up just a little bit as well in the brilliant sunshine that we have today. Margin for error very small, 100 up for Pakistan.
Yeah, he's a talented bowler, Manaf Patel, there is no doubt about it. He's got the ability as well. The only thing he lacks, in my opinion, is the attitude. He doesn't have the attitude of a fast bowler.
Oh, lovely. Lovely. Remember that Yunus Khan scored 200s in the 2 test matches against South Africa. 107 for 1. And in those 200s, one in Karachi, one in Lahore, he played this on drive to perfection.
Short outside the off stump. An easy put away for Yunus Khan. Well, they're appealing. What was that about? It definitely bounced, unless they're appealing that it bounced on his toe. Let's take another look. Oh, excuse me, I think he hit it. Or did he? But it didn't land on the ground. That can be close. That is close. That's given. Anil Kumble has done it again. Big wicket. The one doubt that may have been in his mind was, did it strike in line? Thought about it and said, yes, it did.
He's a great bowler, isn't he? The ball before this might have been out. That's just carried straight on. It's actually hit him in line. It's hit him in line of off stump. Didn't hit him outside. Going on, and a very, very good decision. It was pretty tight, but it was out. It's now 114 for 2.
Oh, that was so close. Inside edge, past leg stump. 4 more for Pakistan, but only just. How close was that?
First up, these guys should be expecting it. It's that one that just slides through a little quicker. Inside edge, it missed by a long way, and he's picked up 4, but not all that convincing. Played away from his body.
And he's got it. He's going to come back for the second. He's got 50, and a very competent one at that. Well played, Salman Butt, the first against India.
Well played, young man. I like him. No fear with this young guy. He's got 4 one-day hundreds against India. This is his first 50 in Test cricket.
Oh, that's beautifully played. From the wickets, he found enough on it to reach the fence, and also just guided it past that mid-wicket fielder. The great players don't play to fielders.
And the great players can work the ball off their stumps. They're not concerned about where the stumps are. It's off about middle, I guess, and through mid-wicket. But they don't hit across the line either. They just play through it and close the face of the blade.
Well, he is in prime form. Over-pitched. He's put that away. Came down hard on it. I got the impression that he hadn't middled it, and yet he's got 4 for it. Salman Butt is looking good.
He's just got his first 50, and no respect here for Kumble. He's not concerned with these foot marks. It was pitched up, slightly over-pitched. Wasn't such a bad delivery. But he plays with a lot of bottom hand, Salman Butt.
That's going to be 4. Outside the off stump. Well, that's an invitation he's not going to let go. Especially when there's no carry on the wicket and there's no bounce.
Ganguly's got his hands on his head here. He sort of figured that it might have been a chance, but it was an innocuous delivery, just wide outside of stump, and he plays that shot very well, plays it very late, lets it go past, well controlled.
He's in such wonderful form. End of the over, 143 for 2. For someone like Mohammed Yusuf, with all his experience and class at the other end, to keep you company, but also to impress and express himself on a very good batting surface.
I think Ganguly is being used as an option to keep runs down, and he's not being successful at that. Mohammed Yusuf is a very good player, square of the wicket on the offside. And at the pace Ganguly is bowling, it's easy pickings.
Catch it!
A success straight away. Success straight away for Harbhajan. It hasn't taken him long. Perfect timing by all concerned, except Mohammed Yusuf.
Beautifully bowled, and this is exactly what Harbhajan needs at the start of a spell. A wicket, and beautifully bowled, I mentioned. Look at the flight, position of the scene, the ball dipping on the batsman, looking to drive through mid-off. And a delightful Harbhajan Singh. Big wicket this. Yusuf gone for 18, 149 for 3.
He's off the mark, Shoaib Malik. He's off the pier. And because Kumble is on the attack, it just leaves 1 or 2 gaps for a scoring shot. Brings up the 150 as well.
Good execution. Created the width. Marginally short in length from Harbhajan Singh.
Anil Kumble is having a fantastic match as captain, as a bowler. He's bowled wonderfully well, and he's dislodged Salman Butt, who's batted beautifully.
It was the googly once again. Into the footmarks, far away from the body. Needn't have played at that, but forced into it. And a good catch taken by Rahul Dravid. So the Indian captain strikes again. 3rd wicket for Kumble. Leading from the front. Good innings from Salman Butt comes to an end. Pakistan 155 for 4.
Oh, that's wide. Wide enough to have a swing at. And he's got away with it.
Unlike the line Harbhajan Singh is bowling at. He's looking to pitch the ball outside the off stump. And as a batsman, you can afford to move outside the line of the delivery. But if you stay too much inside the line, you are in danger with edging the ball.
Oh, got in! Harbhajan again! Played on.
And it's the line you were suggesting, Bruce, outside the off stump. And he's reaping the rewards for bowling that line. 2nd wicket for Harbhajan Singh. Pakistan in dire straits. They have lost their captain in a rather peculiar way. Look at the jubilation. Look at the joy. He's a happy man. Quite contrasting. Shoaib Malik dejected. Pakistan 161 for 5.
Catch it!
That's close. Did he get it? Did he get an edge? It was dropped anyway.
He gloved it. That was a huge let-off. 162 for 5. That was an easy catch. For a shot like Fieldsman, didn't have to move. Came straight to him and out.
he's gone for it. That's huge. That's gone a very long way. This is what we want to see. There's no sense just blocking everything. If it's up there, put him away. Hit him out of the attack if you can.
He keeps surprising people. Misbah-ul Haq. Nobody expected such a stroke from him in this situation.
There it is. Not quite this time. Oh, it is. It's gone all the way.
Well, when you push in a tight corner, there are only two situations where you could come back. Either absorb the pressure or take the attack to the opposition. And Misbah has decided to take the attack to the opposition.
Into the gap. Nicely stroked. Good flourish of the bat. Had to break the shackles. Kamran Akmal was getting stuck. But that's his first boundary.
Chase for Sachin Tendulkar. Ball wins the race quite easily.
Classical drive. Always the risk, hitting it against the turn. But this was done expertly by Kamran Akmal.
Beautifully bowled. Everything right about that delivery. Arm coming from right on top, pitched perfectly. Had to play it. Just the hint of movement.
Yeah, I just think he dropped inside it just late. If he kept pushing out, he might have nicked that. They do attempt to play the ball, but as they can see they're in trouble, they generally drop their hands if they're good enough, and I thought that was pretty well played in the end. First innings he got 2 for 45, he's got none for 33 so far.
He's gone for it and he's been taken. What a beginning for India. Chased a wide one, a nothing shot actually, just put his bat out to dry there and straight into the hands of Yuvraj Singh.
How cool is this man Yuvraj Singh? He's substituting. Thank you. He's terrific there. He's one of the best in the world there, if not the best. Very hard man to leave out of this team, Yuvraj Singh. But he's come on and he's done the job. And they've broken through. It's 2-1, 3 for 6.
That's been fended off, but it's run away for 4. And it's given off the bat, so it's obviously from the glove.
Yes, you can't have your fielders everywhere, can you? It was a pretty good bouncer. Could have popped up anywhere, but just flicked the glove and down it went. He didn't enjoy it all that much, but he took the bottom hand off the bat, and that's the sign of a guy who knows what he's doing. Kept it down beautifully and got it through the gap. There's 4 more.
Well, he played it. He probably wanted to keep it down. He couldn't. It's gone through the slips. There was an opportunity there for a diving Karthik. Did he get a hand to it? Let's take a look. In the air for a while, but nah. Bisected those two fielders.
It's well bowled. He's gone for 13. It's 229 for 7.
Smashed it. Just a little bit of width. For the first time this morning, Misbah-ul Haq was allowed to free his arms.
It's high. Now Dinesh Karthik is moving around. He's under it. The crowd are up, and he takes it. Again, Misbah-ul Haq finds a unique way to get himself out. It's a good catch, but unfortunately Misbah is creating something of a reputation for himself. He's a good player, but this will be questioned.
Well, Saurav Ganguly reacted very well. He saw him coming down the track, shot on the length, and hit the deck hard, and new ball has done the trick.
for the Indian team. Now the Pakistanis, they are in trouble. Misbah played well for his 45, 243 for 8. Four easy runs for Mohammad Sami. The lead is 200 now. See, he saw him coming down the track. That's how Sami picked up a boundary. He cramped him, bowled straighter and waited the length. And that's how Misbah-ul-Haq couldn't execute that plan properly.
I've questioned that still. I don't think it was a good plan. I think you want to see how the new ball will react off the surface, and I just think it's a bit early. I have a difference of a view with that. Taken. Wasim Jaffer takes a catch. All of a sudden the shot selection is going a little bit awry here for Pakistan. Credit to Ganguly, credit to Kumble.
I didn't have a problem with Misbah-ul-Haq's intent and that stroke where he got out, but I have a problem with this one. This wasn't needed. Pakistan lost the wicket of their premier batsman in Misbah-ul-Haq, and he didn't have to play that one. And of Mohammad Sami. 2 in 1 over for Sourav Ganguly with the new ball. And Pakistan 247 for 9. Gone. That's it. Excellent stuff from Dhoni. Reacted very well. India, they have to score 203 runs to win this game.
Fantastic wicket keeping from Mahendra Singh Dhoni. He had to collect the return from Sachin Tendulkar, and he had to throw it through his legs. Look at this. This is fantastic work. It's a sublime piece of fielding or wicket keeping, whichever you want to call it. And it's a tame end to Pakistan's innings, and how the ebbs and flows of this test match have swayed one way and then the next.
Well, Salman Butt is highly regarded by a number of experts, and you can see why after that innings of 67. Another useful knock from Misbah, but it ended badly once more, and the lower order and tail were guilty of some pretty injudicious shot selection. 3 more wickets for Anil Kumble, 7 in the match for him, and 2 apiece for Zaire, Ganguly and Harbhajan. So the Pakistan lead 202 in normal circumstances, probably not enough.
Absolutely no breeze. That's Shoaib Akhtar for the first delivery.
And sends down a strong signal. Karthik was caught behind. He got a good one from Shoaib Akhtar. And so he'll have the psychological advantage over the Indian opener. That ball didn't rise all that much, but well played by Karthik. What a delivery. Wow, what a ball. It had everything: pace, movement, bit of bounce, and simply too good for Karthik.
Yes, just too good to nick even. Perfect length, movement, went over, just over the off stump, squaring him up completely. This will take its toll on Karthik's psyche. He's got to put it behind him.
And he's got to move his feet. Hardly any footwork from Karthik. Edge and taken, Kamran Akmal. Yes, it's been given as caught behind, and Shoaib Akhtar strikes. Game on. India lose their first wicket very early.
Magnificent length. Just what the doctor ordered for Pakistan. A wicket early. That should really even things up and void the Pakistani players and fielders. Wonderful decision. Just a faint tickle on the outside edge. They all knew it. They all knew they had their man. Umpire Doctorov took his time, but Karthik gone for one. India 2 for 1.
Edge and did not carry. Yasir Hamid took it on the bounce.
You've got to feel for the slip fielders. They're all desperately wanting to come forward, try and give themselves a chance, but still it didn't carry. Maybe another couple of yards. Doesn't matter if you drop them, but at least give yourself a chance to hold them. These are not carrying.
That's nicely played. A bit of room, and the length was right for Wasim Jaffer to hit the ball towards the boundary for 4 runs. This should give him some confidence.
Normally bowls are full of length. This time, dropping it marginally short. The lazy elegance of Wasim Jaffer comes into play. Picks up the length early, gets into a good position. It's one of the reasons why he's able to hit it in front of square. Flying off the outside edge, but runs are at a premium, and Dravid is getting them for India now.
Mohammad Sami has been placed in the flank slip area, away from the second slip. And this is not the first time the ball has gone through gully area. He wasn't in control, but the good thing, he found the gap. And he has picked up 4 runs.
Look at the joy in the crowd. And Wasim Jaffer would have enjoyed it. Losing control, bottom hand coming off the bat. He's changed his pace frequently in this over. Unconvincing, but he'll still take that boundary.
Nicely played. Waited on the delivery. He's opened the face and placed the ball beautifully away from the fieldsman and picked up his 3rd boundary. 32 for 1.
That can be close. That can be very close indeed. Oh. You half expected him to raise his finger on that one. That was dead straight. We'll have to take another look.
Let's determine whether he's struck in line with the stumps. Yes, he is. And that's hit him on around a middle and off stump. There's no bat involved. I'd say that I'd have to give that, for me. My reaction would be just the same as Mohammad Sami. Yep. Nice shot. He stands very tall, he's elegant off the back foot, Wasim Jaffer, and picking the gap with precision.
Well, that's class. Straight bats it off the back foot, past mid-on and mid-wicket. So much power there, almost languid in that short play, but look at the amount of power. The outside edge, and it's going to fetch 4. Maybe that could have carried if there was a 3rd slip. I'm not so sure. But that was far away from Dravid's body. He lunged at it, and yet it almost didn't carry.
I think it carried, Aaron. I think it would have carried to a 3rd slip. And just as I was talking about the fact that nothing has carried so far in the match, here's one that would have carried comfortably. This is the old Dravid. This is the Dravid that means business. 48 for 1.
When you pitch short and there's room, it just sits up to be hit. And that is Rahul Dravid's area. He plays the square cut perfectly. That could have gone for 5. Oh my God, nobody expected him to throw because there was really no reason for it. He had reached, but Shoaib Akhtar has just let fly one and has cost his team 4.
What a drive off the back foot. Rahul Dravid at his majestic best.
That was beautiful. Just a fraction short. It wasn't such a bad delivery. On the first day, maybe he would have had a second look at that. But as I said, the bounce is becoming more predictable now.
That's beautifully placed, making use of Sami's pace. Jaffer is on top of his game. What a crucial knock he's playing. 37 now, 5 boundaries.
Yeah, they're just sitting there and waiting, aren't they? Just making sure that they play as straight as possible, and then it's a very, very fine line between pleasure and pain for these bowlers on a track like this.
Risty, elegant. Spark of brilliance from Jaffer once again.
Gee, that's clever batting. We saw VVS Laxman play a couple of these shots in the first innings, and it's not hitting across the line of the ball, it's going through the ball. You see where the bat finished up? Towards sort of straightish mid-off. Just peeled it off.
That's it. There's 50. They caught there in style. Played a beautiful stroke off the back foot. And that's his first game against Pakistan.
Fifth half century of the match. And it's coming good style. Now what Jaffer would want to do here is to continue on and finish this match if possible. Don't leave it for anyone else to do. He's played well, he's strong off his legs, we know that. And he's punished them square on the offside as well. It's been a good looking innings from Jaffer. You always get value for money when he bats for a long period.
What a catch! What a catch! Pakistani bowlers, they needed a bit of support from their fieldsmen. And Salman Butt has produced a stunning catch at the right time for Pakistan.
It was struck firmly. It was struck really well by Jaffer, but he didn't keep it down. He didn't get it away from the forward square leg. He pulled Sami with disdain, but couldn't have the same effect against Shoaib Akhtar. He's played well for 53, 84 for 2.
Well, he's got that away. Short outside the off stump. It was just a little high, but yet he managed to control it well. 4 to Tendulkar. What a splendid delivery. Unbelievable. The in-swinging, in-dipping Yorker. What a wonderful breakthrough from Pakistan's perspective. Rahul Dravid is gone.
Didn't that move back a long way? In the air, not off the pitch. It started in swinging and kept going. At 142 Ks, Dravid's gone. Wow, some drama here. 93 for 3. Oh, great touch.
Sheer elegance. Just a mere caress. Now, when you can do something like this, why reach out for those ones so far away from you? Force him to come close to you. Oh, that's the magic wand. It wasn't even a push. That is the power of Ganguly. Oh, he's played that over the slips. 4 more for Ganguly. India now need 97. On 106 for 3.
Sammy feels a little hard done by, but I think when he sees the replay tonight, the highlights on TV tonight, he'll appreciate the umpire for his knowledge, his general knowledge. Beautifully done. When the ball gets high on you, don't try and get over it. You'll hit a catch. Hit it in the air.
It's guided and using the pace, Sourav Ganguly.
Third boundary for Sourav Ganguly. That's his aerial strength. Sometimes he does hit it in the air. This time more in control. The bat coming nicely down on the ball. Just wide of Salman Butt. It's a quick outfield. Nobody at third man. Plenty of runs have been scored in this test match through third man. Easy. Very easy for Tendulkar, just straying in line marginally, and the master was good enough to put it away.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Occasionally, because of that angle, he gets onto leg stump and is turned away. So he still has to come to terms with that. $125 for 3, and the players will take drinks.
That's nicely played. A bit of room outside the off stump. He was looking for turn. It wasn't there, and the batsman taking the advantage, hitting the ball into the gap and picking up 4 runs.
My goodness, you've got to be very careful out there, skipper. Not only could he have rolled his ankle as he tried to get that back with his foot, but he couldn't stop just for the sake of 1 run when it was touch and go. You have to be very careful here when the fence is looming. He could have rolled his ankle, no, and he's hit the fence with his elbow. And we've seen over a period of time, luckily he just pulled out of trying to stop it with his foot. Whoops. There's that gone. It's unsighted by the fine leg fielder. That's interesting, that down there, because we've got a red ball and he's got the big red stand behind him. He did not see that off the bat.
Only 2 fieldsmen on the onside. Right arm fast bowler bowling around the stumps. The angle is going to bring the ball back into the left-handed batsman.
Quick in delivery. It's been sliced hard by Sourav Ganguly. He'll pick up the 6th boundary. India 147 for 3. Catch was the call. Was in the air for a fair bit, but he found the gap to perfection, Ganguly. That boundary brings up the 150 for India.
It's been a terrific innings from Ganguly. 42 now from just 54, and look at this flashing drive out of the rough. That ball was looking to bite him, but he was on top of that drive, square driving a leg spinner against the spin and finding the space on the offside. Brilliant result.
Picks the googly this time. Once again the timing good. Back-to-back boundaries to end the over. There's 155 for 3.
That's the second time in no time that he's hit the board and he's made a big hole into it.
Finally, Tendulkar gets a loose delivery and he puts it away. Was waited for a long, long time for the scoring opportunity, and it's had all class written over it.
This is where he's showing his class, when you're in that frame of mind, when you want to defend everything. Certainly when the opportunity comes, you can miss it, but not Sachin Tendulkar. He's a lovely player in that area.
Becomes the second highest run getter in Test match history, and what a magnificent way to reach there.
Glorious Sachin. He finds his range this time a little straighter through the leg side. Mid-on and mid-wicket was the area that he targeted. Lovely shot. How well he used the box, went back, got extra time.
It's in the air, but it's 4. Greeted him with a bouncer, not a very fast bouncer, but these days I think batsmen all around the world are beginning to expect it. That's a good shot. That has bisected the 2 fielders. Well controlled. 4 more for Sachin. He's gone for it. It's in the air and the fielder's taken it. Sourav Ganguly gone. Tried to play a controlled shot, obviously got the leading edge, and that's wicket number 4 for Shoaib Akhtar.
He received a number of short deliveries yesterday, Ganguly, and played them well or left them well. He couldn't resist it early in the piece today, and Hassan Shoaib Akhtar led this seam attack well for Pakistan. Senior bowler, he's got another one. Ganguly gone for 48, 181 for 4.
That's a good shot. Nobody moved. Beautifully played. But if you get predictable on a slow track, that's what can happen.
Yeah, the bouncer was overdone. 3 short balls in a row from Mohammad Sami. What Shoaib Akhtar did to VVS Laxman when he just came in was that he pitched up when he was anticipating the short ball. The short ball is always better served when it's a surprise. 3 in a row is not a surprise.
Short ball that was just asking for it, and a very competent 50 by Sachin Tendulkar. That'll please him a lot. Looks up into the heavens. A huge thank you for that one. He wants to be there in the end.
What an interesting innings. Yesterday he was quite sedate for long periods, was more aggressive and opened up towards the end. This morning his 19 runs have come very, very quickly.
Bit of turn. It turns in Delhi, but it turns slowly. When you're slightly short, then that's an easy put away for Sachin.
His 19 runs have come in 20 balls.
A happy, contented lot. They fought hard, they deserved this victory. They're the ones that kept the intensity alive. On day 4 is when they really pulled away from Pakistan. Short, and that could be it. That is 4. Sachin Tendulkar, the winning runs. Magnificent boundary to end it. India win by 6 wickets. Sachin Tendulkar not out 56. Handshakes all around. Big win for India. 6 wickets early on day 5. They're all very, very happy, as they need to be. You need to feel good about these days.
What a win for India. What a win for India. This test match has ebbed and flowed. Hasn't been the perfect performance from either of the teams. There's room for improvement, but hasn't it been a great cricket match as well? A good first day for India. Pakistan not performing well, but fighting back into the match, limiting India to a 45-run lead. Shoaib Akhtar leading the charge with a bowling effort. then Pakistan getting a good batting effort and then capitulating, and India going on to accomplish 203 for 4. It's been a great cricket match, Aaron, but a great win for India all the same. So there's room for improvement in everything, but it's good to see Tendulkar leading from the front as well and finishing it, doing it till the end.
Well, an aggressive approach from the Indians this morning. Sourav Ganguly paid the price, but aside from that, very plain sailing. Sachin Tendulkar undefeated on 56, taking it through to the end. Full credit to Shoaib Akhtar, 4 for 58. He bowled with pace and aggression, but aside from that, not enough in that Pakistan bowling attack. And there we are, Pakistan 231 and 247. India 276 and 203 for 4. Victory by 6 wickets. And for Sachin Tendulkar, now second place in the all-time list of run makers